everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yesterday I got a really exciting package. I wanted to share you guys my experience, and so I actually got this. I'm sure you guys can tell from the title what it is, but I just want to show you guys the bag. Like, you know, I mean, it just feels like, even though I'm not in store, but it feels like I legit just came back from the store because it came with this bag and then the box inside. So I'll just open this up quickly for you guys because I know some of you guys really enjoy watching unboxing, which I honestly do, and I don't often do this on my channel anyway. But this is how this looks like. So it comes like this in a massive box. So I'll show you guys a short clip somewhere as well of me doing the proper unboxing. But it comes with this gift tag thing, which I should have written something for myself, but I didn't think of that. And the ribbon, and what I like to do is I don't like to untie that, I just remove like this so I can put it back. And then on the inside you can just, it's like magnetic, and then just open this up. Comes with this here, the dust bag. And then before I show you guys what's inside, it also comes with the receipt, and the receipt is actually an e-receipt, which I should print out and put it in the envelope as well. And so this is the dust bag here, and then open up is my Pochette Metis. Yay! I was so excited to get this, and I couldn't believe I got this as well. Like, I'm sure if you guys are watching this, I'm sure you guys already know what this Pochette Metis is. So this video wouldn't be talking about what I like about the Pochette Metis because I legit just got it yesterday, but it's more so of my experience and how I got this baby during my lockdown. Like, I wasn't on the waiting list, I actually got this. So yeah, so my experience with this, obviously I am from New Zealand, and so on the 4th of April, I think, or just before that, I was actually watching Ming's for All's video where she talked about, she answered like answers about have you noticed that the hard to find bags in LV is, you know, starting to appear? And she totally agrees. She was like, hard to find items are starting to appear on the website because, you know, places are going on lockdown, so they're gathering like all the bags and then slowly put it up on the website. So obviously she is in the States, so this was happening in the States, right? And I thought about it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna open up a few stuff from LV on my wish list, like from my wish list. So I had the Pochette Metis, I had the Speedy Nano, I had what else did I have? I had a few stuff on my browser on my phone, and then I just started browsing, you know, just refreshing the page every day. And I think I did that for about 2-3 days. And then on the 4th of April, I went to bed about 1:30 in the morning, and then I refreshed it. And so this Pochette Metis actually came available. Like, I will put the screenshot of this because I sent it to one of my friends, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I saw it, I was like, do I buy it? Do I add it to my bag? And then I thought about it and I was like, okay, let's not do it, and it's for a few reasons. So the first reason why I decided not to get it that night was, number one, I couldn't be bothered getting out of bed to go get my credit card, so I was like, no, I'm not doing it. Number two, I was like, maybe I should just sleep over it, because I was like, okay, what if the other bags like Speedy Nano and stuff come out? Should I get that as well? So it's like thinking about the cost, because this one now is actually not cheap because there's a price increase on it as well. So I was like, oh, I was thinking of a few scenarios. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna sleep on it, and then we'll see if it comes back out, you know, in the morning. If it's still available, I'm gonna get it. And obviously I woke up at about 8 o'clock in the morning and it was gone. So I was like, damn, okay, maybe that is not my chance. So then I went and walked my dog the next day. So that was obviously the 4th of April. I went and walked my dog, and then I just kept refreshing because I felt a little bit of regret not getting it the night before. And then just kept browsing, nothing happened. And then around 11 o'clock, I refreshed, it came back out again. So I quickly went onto my laptop, I asked my husband to go on his computer, I turned on my phone, and I was like, okay, let's browse, like let's see if this works. And then so I actually added it to my bag, I actually paid for it, I actually bought it, and I was like, okay, I've bought it, it has came out from my account, I'm like, okay, what's the next step? Because I was like, okay, did this actually go through? Is this like a fluke? Is this a mistake? Is there a glitch? I'm not sure. And then so I actually bought it, and then straight away when we refreshed the pages, it was already gone. So you can tell with LV, they were slowly just releasing one by one at a different odd time. And the following day, I got a phone call from Australia. LV rang me and said, hey, just so you know, you are currently on lockdown. We aren't able to send your bag. And I'm like, okay, what bag are you talking about? And then she was like, the Pochette Metis, your order actually successfully came through. And I was like, holy crap. I was gobsmacked. I was like, I actually got that bag. Like, she just confirmed that I actually got that bag. So I was really excited. And then so they couldn't ship it out to me during my lockdown, and then they said once the lockdown is over, that's when they're able to ship it out. So obviously lockdown lasted to level 4 lockdown lasted up to the 24th. I can't remember now, but it lasted to obviously last week. And then because I was having this assumption that this was coming from Singapore or Aussie, I was like, okay, maybe this lockdown will be longer. And I decided to give them a ring and say, hey, just so you know, any update on my bags? And they're like, oh, you are still in lockdown, we aren't able to send it, and also this bag is coming from Singapore. They are obviously on lockdown as well. I'm like, okay, cool. And then on the 28th of April, so 24 days later, I actually received an email stating that they have shipped my bag. But what was funny just before that was because I knew that I was going back to work next week, and I wasn't sure whether my husband would be going back to work. I wanted to change the address because when I first spoke to a lady that rang me that told me that they couldn't ship out their bag, she said that preferably she wants me to give them an address that they are able to ship the bag to. And so they understood that I may have to change my address later on once they ship it out. So then I decided to ring the salesperson, and I was like, this is a different salesperson, by the way. And I told them, I was like, oh, I'm going back to work next week. I was wondering if you're able to change the address. And she was like, oh, we can't anymore because it's in a shipping warehouse ready to be shipped. And I was like, okay, when are you gonna ship it? And she was like, oh, I don't know when you're gonna ship it, but we unfortunately can't change the address anymore. And I'm like, okay. So I was having a little panic, but it's okay. And then that same night, I actually got an email saying they've shipped it out. And then so my other dilemma with that was that I was like watching the tracking page the whole time. But what was funny was that when they sent me the tracking number, they didn't tell me what courier they were using. So I was putting that tracking number on all the shipping companies I could find in New Zealand, and it wasn't valid at all. So then I gave LV a phone call the next day. I was like, what shipping company you use? And then we managed to figure it out. So that was the only thing I didn't like, was that with LV, they don't tell you what shipping company they use, which is annoying because then you have to ring them and then ask them. And then so successfully 2 days later it came to me. So this was yesterday. So that was my experience. But I do have to tell you, this was only for me personally. There was like a one-off trick, because after doing this, I tried refreshing the page. It wasn't available after that. The backpack though, like the Palm Spring mini one, it was doing the same glitch, and I felt like there was more of that quantity rather than the Pochette Metis. The Speedy Nano, there was not much success to it as well. I'm still currently watching it. I feel like it wouldn't be available anytime soon, but I was really lucky with this. And I feel like, yeah, I wasn't on the waiting list, and I'm really happy with this. Like, I mean, if you consider me being on the waiting list, only took me like 24 days to get this bag, which I'm honestly very fortunate. I love this already. Like, I'm in love with this. Like, I cannot tell you much more about the bag because I haven't really used this. I know some people say that they have problem with the leather strap up here, that it's too soft, or the glazing at the back, and that it transfer, and that there are some cracks on the side of their bags after use. So I may possibly, once the lockdown is over, use it for a month or so, and then give you guys a proper review if you guys are interested. But again, there are so many reviews out there, so I feel it's not necessary for me to do that, but I just want to share you guys my experience on how I managed to get this bag. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my little story time about this, and yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.